Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another video, right? So today we're going to be going over highs and lows. So the market, right? So we're going to go over highs and lows, and I'll also explain the trends in the market as well because I think but knowing both of them is very vital. But yeah, we're going to go over highs and lows and how to spot them, and yeah, let's get into it. So let's see here. All right, cool. Let me hop over to my charts. This is from yesterday, or not yesterday. Yeah, you get the point. So highs and lows. So what are highs and lows? So first of all, before understanding highs and lows, we need to understand how the market moves. So usually the markets move like this, right? They do these things, right? Like they move like that. I mean, if we zoom out, look at this, right? Looks like we moves up here, bam, 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 bam. Like we can actually turn on the lines. See? So this is how the market moves, right? The market looks like this. Just looks like a bunch of zigzags, right? So if we go back to the candles here, so how do we identify trends, right? Well, first of all, if I were to show you this right here, right? This area right here, where would you say the market is going? It started from here, right? And it started going up here. Where would you say the market is going? It's going higher, right? So that's good. So let's find another example. So what about here, right? This example right here. Boom. So what about here? We start from right here and we go all the way down. Where is the market going? It's going lower. Good. So we know that the market can go up and it can go down. Obviously, sounds very obvious, but I need to explain it just to make sure, because there's a lot of people that are going to be watching this and they don't know anything, right? So I want to explain everything, even if it seems dumb or obvious, but it goes up and it goes down. So let me explain it over here. So where's the text? Do I have a text? I need to favorite this. All right, so let me see. So trends. Let me make the text bigger. Okay. So write this down in your notebook. Trends. Bro, can this get out of here? All right. So the markets have two ways of moving. Up or down. So you don't have to write this exactly. You can write it more neater, but this is pretty much just what I'm explaining. So, for example, the way we know it's a trend is if we are making, let me get the brush. We're making higher highs. So how do we spot a high? So a high is every time the market peaks, right? It peaks like this. They're all like little points, right? So this is a high, this is a high, this is a high. So we got highs, and then we got lows. So lows are pretty much just this. Oops. They're pretty much just these little lows here, right? The bottoms. So these are lows. So high, 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 low, low, low. And then same thing for the downtrends, right? So when there's a downtrend, so the only reason we know there's an uptrend, hold on, before I go to downtrends, the only reason we know there's an uptrend is because it keeps making higher highs. So the only reason we know is that this high is higher than this high, and this high is also higher than this high. So usually you'll know. But if it's going something like this, we don't really know which way the market is moving, right? We'll have to zoom out and see. But for example, this example right here, we know that the market is moving up because every time we go past the high, like this high for example, we keep going higher. So we broke this high right here. we keep going higher, we go over here, break this high, keep going higher and higher and higher. And eventually the market will go down, right? So now for lower lows. So these are lower lows. So every time the market, comes down here and creates a low, and it keeps doing that, low, low, low. Breaks this low, keeps going lower. These are called lower lows. Lower lows. And then obviously the opposite would be higher highs, which I just described. So you see what I'm talking about now with lower lows and higher highs. So every time a higher high gets created, we call them higher highs. Every time a lower low gets created, we call them lower lows. So let's spot some of these in the market. For example, let's see. Right, so for example, right here, right? This example right here, right? So where are we trending, right? We're trending down right here in this segment. We're trending down, and how do we know this, right? Because we have a low right here, and every time, if you guys need help, you can go to TradingView. If you have TradingView already set up, you know how that works. I will teach how TradingView works, but first I want to teach, how the concepts first before I get people onto TradingView, because I want people to understand. So pretty much, it's kind of harder with the lines. There's a lot of lines. It's not exactly like the most perfect, but it's like here's a low, here's a low, here's a low. And see how we're just trending down, right? We're trending down, so these are lower lows. So that's how we know we're going lower. So for this, for example, this is, trying to find a good example here. All right, so here, we're in an uptrend right here, right? We're in an uptrend right here. We're going up. So how do we know we're going up? Well, we keep breaking past old highs. So this is a high, this is a high, this is a high. And yeah, like we just keep going up, right? So that's how we know we're bullish, right? That's what we call it. There's some more examples right here, probably. Maybe on the 2-minute. So let's see. Yeah, right here. So right here we got a higher high, higher high, higher high, right? See how we're going higher, and then we got another high here, and yeah, we're going up more. But yeah, we're going up because we know that this high was broken by this high, and we still continue to go higher. And we did take a little dip, but we ended up going higher. So we're overall bullish right here. And bullish means we're going up. Bearish means we're going down. So keep that in mind if you want to write that down in your notes. But yeah, that's pretty much how you spot him. You can literally go on any time frame and spot these. You can spot them on the 1 hour. So right here we're bearish on the 1 hour because right here high, high, high. Like the highs are going lower, but the lows are also going lower. So we also have lower highs. That's also another thing I want to talk about. It's like you can also spot downtrends with highs as well. You don't need to use just lows. Like the lows, yeah, like they are getting lower, but the highs are also getting lower. That's also another thing. If the highs are getting lower, you can also use that as well. And same thing with what's it called? With like higher highs, like, or with uptrends, is like you can even see that the lows are getting higher, obviously. So the low, so for dude, I can't even speak. Oh my gosh. For uptrends usually, I can't even type, dude. Oh my gosh. Usually, bro, what is this? Contain higher highs and lower or higher lows. So Uptrends usually have higher high, higher high, higher high, or that one's not higher high, but higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So that's an uptrend right there. And same thing with the downtrends. Well, not same thing, but it's just the opposite way. Downtrends usually contain lower lows and lower highs. So, for example, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low. See? Going low on the lows and going low on the highs. So that's pretty much higher highs and higher lows and trends and how to spot them in the market. That's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I don't really think I have much else. I mean, one way you can look at it is just like if there's like an invisible line right here and it breaks it, we're going up and it keeps going up, you know, right here as well. Oops. You know, broke, like went past this line, went past this line, you know, we went past this line right here, this line, we keep going up, and then eventually we started to dump. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't really know if there's much more. But yeah, that's higher highs and higher lows. And if you guys do have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear it, but I'm trying to go through this as fast as possible so I can teach you guys as soon as possible. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for new, and oh, hold on, I forgot. If you're still watching this video, I have some homework for you, alright? I want you to find, okay, this is for the people that have TradingView and they already know what they're doing, I guess. But I will go up like over this. And if you guys want to come back to these videos and do the homework, so you guys can like get some better examples and stuff, that's also really cool. But I will make a video on TradingView and how to use it, and I'll probably be in the playlist too. But pretty much what I want you guys to do is find like 5 examples of uptrends and downtrends and mark out the highs and mark out the lows. And yeah, that's just it. That's pretty much it. If you can find 5 examples of that, and then just put them down in your journal or screenshot them if you're taking notes on your laptop. I don't know. Store them somewhere, but that's pretty much my homework for you guys. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys need to rewatch the video, feel free to rewatch it as many times, obviously. You guys need to get this down, all right? Make sure you're writing in your journal, writing your notes, because this stuff is very useful. But anyways, I'm going to probably record the next video, or I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.